can see the crowd.
Say hello.
Hello.
There we go.
Okay, so according to a study done in 2014 by the U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics, 90% of homeowners own microwaves. Most military barracks and housing provided by the military to single soldiers also contains microwaves. So this cake is available to anybody. Today I'm going to teach you how to make a chocolate microwave mug cake. It's very simple and versatile, and it only takes 3 simple steps. You have to gather your 7 ingredients and minimal equipment. You have to mix it together, and you have to put it in the microwave. I stumbled upon this recipe a couple years ago when I was obviously craving chocolate cake, and I didn't have an oven. So I had to improvise, and I had to use the microwave. So first, we're going to gather our ingredients. We have flour, 2 tablespoons of flour, 1½ tablespoons of cocoa powder, 1/4 teaspoon of baking powder, a pinch of salt, 1 large egg, 1 tablespoon of sugar, and 2 tablespoons of Nutella. Next, you are going to have to pick your favorite mug. You don't want your mugs to be too tall, otherwise the cake won't rise properly, but you don't want them to be too shallow, otherwise when they raise in the microwave, it'll go over the edge. This is the cup that I use. It's wide enough and just shallow enough where you can make the cake perfect and add toppings too. Finally, you gotta locate your microwave. Here's my microwave. After you've gathered your ingredients and picked out your mug, then you're ready to go on to the next step. First, you want to combine your flour, your cocoa powder, baking powder, and salt. You want to mix these with a fork until they're all the same color. Make sure that there aren't any lumps in there, otherwise you'll have an uneven cake and it won't taste right. So it should look something like that. Next, you're going to add your egg, your sugar, and the Nutella. You want to mix these with a fork until everything is nice and combined and smooth. Once again, you don't want any lumps in there because nobody likes lumpy cake. So you're going to mix it together until it is one consistency and looks like cake batter. Make sure you scrape down your sides and you are ready to go to the next step, which is placing it in the microwave. Now, you can cook this for between 60 seconds and 75 seconds. Once it starts to rise in the microwave, you know it's almost done. Don't cook it for very much longer after it starts rising, otherwise it'll turn out dry. Now it's time for you to start thinking about your possible toppings. I personally like chocolate funfetti icing. This is my favorite, but sometimes I also do, I make my own peanut butter icing with peanut butter, a little bit of milk, and confectioner sugar, and that adds a nice touch to it. You can also use caramel sauce or chocolate chips, chocolate sauce. You can put like nuts on it, or ice cream, or whipped cream, or icing, like I do. You could also do like fruit if you wanted to make it fancy, or if you're doing it for like a date or something, that would make it nice and fancy. So mine has started to rise. I put mine in for 60 seconds. I find that makes it best. So it's hot, so be careful. This is what your cake should look like after the 60 to 75 seconds. So after finding 7 simple ingredients, a microwave, a cup, mixing those ingredients together, and microwaving it for 1 minute, you've created a delicious dessert for one person. Now to make chocolate microwave mug cake, it's just 3 simple steps. Gather your ingredients, put it together, and put it in the microwave. The rest is up to you, whether you want to put toppings on it or not, or whether you want to share it or eat it yourself. It's up to you to enjoy. Does anyone have any questions?
Sure.